Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. We're back on the FJ. You're seeing it right now. I got some footage for you that happened about 2 months ago that was like old stock before we started working on the boat and before we did the sand rat. But I'm gonna go ahead and get that stuff taken care of right now. And after that, you'll start seeing current work on this thing. It'll be wiring, the dash, stuff like that. We got the top off, stuff like that. So, anywho, let's go ahead and watch the footage I've had from about 2 months ago. It's just a few clips of finishing up some brake lines and some real quick stuff. But since then, obviously, other projects happened. Now we're back on the FJ. So, watch those, and I'll get back with you guys soon. All right, so just as a quick update, been doing this on the shackles. You can see the old bushings right here. Just completely tore to pieces all the way around. Even worse over here, so yay, awesome sauce. All right, so anyway, what we got going is new brackets all together, the way I have them set up. So just like these ones right here, putting the bushing in here rather than just the bolt going through. So just got done TIG welding these things up. Both sides, got this one done. Woo, hey, they're still warm. So, yeah. And then gonna get them all painted up. Nice and clean, new bushings, and then all put back on today. Gotta drill some bolts for some oil passages and put in some Zerg fittings, but other than that, the shackles will be on today with new bushings. And then after that, I'm gonna start mocking up the front bumper. So this is a cheapy front bumper I picked up off the old marketplace. And like I was saying before, I'm going to raise it up about 1 inch, so it'll be yeehaw up like that. Something like that. I'm sure we're gonna have to cut some of this back, and gotta watch out for the power steering box, because, you know, make sure I clear that thing. All that happy poo, you know how it goes. So anyway, that's what I'm working on now. Just give guys kind of an update. This is one of those times where you have to show, like, everybody that's ever dealt with brake lines has done this. And my dumb ass just did it twice. Yay, flaring tool, woohoo, flaring. Oh. So that was one of them. And there's the first one. Oh well, had to happen, didn't it? I'm trying to get it all out of my system on this one piece. So now I can do it again the third time. Third time will be mint, flawless, perfect. Moving along with the FJ, been doing spark plug wires and stuff like that. So got the brackets all put on, and I'm not a big fan of having like these rails, but being as that this thing has block hugger headers on it and they're really tight to the spark plugs, I feel that anything that like really secures the spark plug wires is better than nothing. So I bought a set of these little rails. You know, they're just little clip-in dealios, and then bought boots for every spark plug wire, so that way we can try and keep them off the headers. This one's still questionable right here, like how it swing-a-dings and whatnot, but hopefully it'll stay out and about, away, whatever you want to call it. And because I did this style, I want them to look nice and neat on how they're all done. I had to buy a set of spark plug wires that were cut to fit. Get back to it here. Get all these plug wires made, get them all put on. I do need to buy a single spark plug that I broke. I'm gonna pull the rest of them out, check them, and hopefully got the fuel line put in yesterday, and need to go pick up a fuel filter, flare the ends, or put like a little nubby on the ends for the fuel line. That should be all. And then I can start this thing up again. And hopefully with all that, timing it and putting, like, you know, vacuum caps on, stuff like that, I'm hoping that that is going to take care of all the misfire and the problem this was having before, because it ran really, really bad when we first got it. A big part of that attributed to the exhaust, with how many exhaust leaks, the cracked exhaust header, the little block hugger head that was on here before. It all needed to be fixed properly. It's all fixed properly now. So hopefully that makes this thing run flawless. So we'll get back at it. And yes, also on another note, I know I've always got dog hair on me. I know that. Like, it's everywhere. I have a Australian Shepherd, and she loves to come play and hug and love and, you know, stuff like that. So very seldomly will I have anything on that doesn't have dog hair on it. Unfortunately, I wear a lot of black because it doesn't show a lot of grease and stuff like that. With that being said, I always have dog hair on me. So it is kind of is what it is. Gotta love the puppy. All right, so got all the plug wires done. Replaced the plug that I broke. Just for poos and giggles, I'm gonna try and fire this thing up. There's no rear drive line in it. It's in neutral, so it should be fine. I just wanna see if it's gonna fire up and if it sounds any better, because boy, it sounded really bad with the exhaust and how it was. Now, mind you, I know for a fact I still have 2 spots on the exhaust I have to weld down here. But my intention was I was going to do those when I put the V-band clamps in, because fully welded the way it is from front to back, I can't get the exhaust out. Like, if you wanted to work on this thing, you can't get the exhaust out of the truck. So I'm going to put a V-band clamp in the center on both sides, because I don't like flanges. I'm not a real big, you know, header flange person. But I'm just really just firing the thing up. I'm going to rev it a couple times and it's going to shut it off. So hopefully, like, I haven't cut any of the major wires. Oop. I mean, I know I took off the alternator, but I shouldn't need that just to start it. So that guy's just sitting here. I don't think I cut anything, so we're fixing to find out. Come on, take the journey with me. Sounds better already. Let me need a little bit more fuel in my squirt bottle here. Okay, so it definitely fires up and runs. Yes. All right, so obviously it fires up and runs. That's a plus. Doesn't sound like there's any exhaust leaks up here, which I can go through and check everything. But I really got to do it back there. Oh, who are you and why are you leaking so much? Excuse me. Oh, hell. You frickin' tard. Yup. Well, it's a good thing I didn't get her to rev or nothing like that, because I think I figured out where the oil came from, because that ain't supposed to be there. And that's the end of the oil pressure gauge, or the oil pressure line. Yeah. My bad. I was only thinking of wires. I wasn't thinking of like oil lines and stuff. All right, so went ahead and got the exhaust pulled on down. You know, exactly where I want it, blah, blah. Already got it welded, stuck back in, and when I was putting it back together, I happened to see that the block hugger is hitting the motor mount. So not sure if that is keeping it from like tightening up all the way. Can't really tell ouch. Can't really tell on the header gasket. I'm not sure if the manifold's like cattywampus or cocked or whatnot. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull the thing back off. I'm gonna put a dent right there. That way it clears. I might even just sand the motor mount down a little bit. But regardless, I'm gonna pull the header back off. At least check it, make sure. And then put it all back together. The V-band clamps, because I don't like that index, no, they need to go back in. Like, the only way to get the exhaust out of this thing, if you need to work on it, like this side, like I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure how well you can see underneath here, but I'm pretty sure like if you really had to finagle this out of here, you could. Like the back half right here is going to be kind of difficult because it's like, drop it down. And I mean, if you hold your leg at the right angle, it'd probably come out. You know, yeehaw it across, whatever. I mean, this, if you really, really had, no, you couldn't get it out. No, I should probably put V-band clamps in it. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just do it. And it'd be nice if I had like a bitchin' pipe cutter, like, and cut like a perfect smooth circle. But no, I don't. I got like a Sawzall and stuff. So, you know, that's going to be fun trying to get it all lined back up. But right now I'm going to pull that thing down. Was I talking about it again? Oh yeah, I'm going to pull that thing down. Check that gasket, clearance it, whatever, put it all back together, and then get back underneath here. And I'll do the V-band clamps. I got them. I already clearanced all of them and put the little niche in them. So, you know, just that's all it would have taken. I'm actually going to send these people a message and tell them, hey, it'd be a better product if they just put that little bit in there. These are already CNC machined. I mean, it's not like somebody's sitting there on a freaking lathe all day long making these things. And if they are, they can take an extra 3 or 4 minutes and put that little groovy in there. But anyway, that's where I'm at. Ah! Gosh! All right, so a couple days went by so far. Didn't do a lot of filming, trying to get some stuff done right quick before the weekend. And today's Monday, we're back at it. So got the rear drive shaft put in. Got the V-band lamps put in on both sides like I talked about earlier, so that way I can get the exhaust out. That's all done. Exhaust is all in. Got fuel lines all ran all the way up through. It's a whole brand new aluminum line all the way from the tank up to the filter, and then from the filter all the way through the frame. It's inside the frame here, all the way back out, and then out here. I rubber insulated the line inside the frame, so that's all nice and, you know, cushy, whatever. It shouldn't rattle around. I am going to drop this thing on back down. It's about time I fire this thing up, start tuning the motor a little bit. All right, so I temporarily hooked everything up real quick. I just want to see what this thing sounds like. Shouldn't take too long to fire up. Just want to see what she sounds like, that's all. Doesn't sound too bad. Kind of quiet, you know. What is going on here? Oh, the other guy. Huh. Looks like I'll be buying a fuel pump. Look at all the paint burning off the headers. Well, I gotta go shut this thing off right quick. Hey, now I know why there was a little pluggy shoved in here. That's why that was there. Hang on. That's why somebody shoved a little pluggy in there. I literally just pulled this thing out. Look at what somebody did. They had this thing shoved in the front right here. That's why they had that shoved in there. Ay, ay, ay. I have to get a fuel pump now. And if it's leaking out of there, that means the diaphragm is probably bad, which means there's probably fuel in the oil. Great. I don't know, no, it sounds good. Like, it's not too loud, which is a plus. Nice and quiet. All right, so went on ahead, went down, picked up a CarQuest premium fuel pump for this thing. Just something to get this thing replaced, as you know that. Hey now. Wow, look at the functified gunk they got over that thing. Okay, you fall on the ground then. Let's go ahead and just set this thing over here. Man, I hate when I drop tools. It's no good. Anyway, look at the funk they got on that. Oofta. Yeah, they like silicone, don't they? Oh, wowzers. Here, let's get that guy out of there too. Here, a little bit too. Oh, here, there's some more right there. Look at that. Oh, yay. Ouch. And of course, the rod slid down. Now I know everybody knows about the famous pain in the butt fuel pump rod small blocks. It took me a lot of years to find out that the front hole is what holds it in. Like you pull the bolt out, put something in there to hold it up. I didn't know that at the time. I know that now. Makes it a lot easier. But I'll get this thing changed and hopefully fire it back up tonight. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night tonight. Did some welding on the front bumper. Some of this stuff done. Got it mounted up here where it needs to be. Started getting the center punches, the holes drilled, and all my batteries died on my drills. So rather than sit here for another half hour while I wait for them to charge, and my 1/2-inch corded drill is messed up, so I'm not gonna fight with it. It's already like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the afternoon, something like that. Dark out. I'm actually gonna get inside and try and edit some videos tonight. I've got a bunch of videos stocked up that I've been stocking up for a long time, trying to make videos out of, and content for you guys. And unfortunately, when you do this all by yourself, like come out here, you work, you film, try and set up shots, stuff like that, and then really try and like make it so everybody understands what you're doing, not just like little clips here and there. It's really hard to do all that and then still go inside and edit, and then stuff like that. One, I'm new at this, first time I've ever done this. I've been filming for a long time, but I've just never been in the editing stuff. Anyway, I'll try and do my best from here on out and get you guys more good content. But that's what we're working on now, and that's what I'm gonna go inside and do today or tonight.